Welcome all sports fans, everyone across the nation. This is your boy Carlos Clayton, and we are doing another episode of Uneducated Sports Talk. Thank you guys for being just the greatest fans of the world, the greatest subscribers as well for this channel, Uneducated Sports Talk, with the lovely PJ. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, you guys. PJ, what's going on, girl? You're looking bright today. You're actually standing upright, so you must have had a great day while I was at work. Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Cool. Hey, our overall record 141, 98 and 1. And of course, PJ's record 239, 0 and 1. She doesn't lose any games. She said, You're darn right. That's right. That's right. Got to keep it PG. Right now, you see our subscriber list is at 773 now on our road to 1,000 subscribers. When we get there, someone's going to win a brand new PS5 plus a game of your choice, you guys. A game of your choice, not my choice, not their choice. But when you win that PS5, I will hit you up and say, what game do you want with it? I'll buy it myself, and you'll have both your PS5 and your brand new game. So let's get it, man. Giants versus Bears is our boo-boo, our boo-boo, boo-boo game of the week. Thank goodness it's the first one we can talk about, man. Both teams just going, honestly. Both teams disastrous, but the Bears did end last week with a great matchup win against the Seattle Seahawks. Uh, I do think Chicago at home, they have the better weapons, especially if Nick Foles is playing. If Nick Foles playing, I mean, he's got a lot to prove. Justin Fields, not really. And even Andy Dalton, not really. But Nick Foles is pretty much auditioning for maybe a starting quarterback role or number two role for somebody else in the NFL. So I do think that the Bears have the better talent and they will come out there a little bit more focused. I see the Bears win this game 20-17. All right, our next game on the docket, we have the New England Patriots hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. And there was a time for the Patriots to get back on track because right now they haven't clinched anything. The Patriots haven't clinched a playoff spot, nothing right now. So if they want to go ahead and clinch a playoff spot, well, beating the Jaguars is a good start. The Jaguars are coming in here just like god awful, and now they face the best defense in the NFL. So the Patriots are going to eat in this game. I was being nice with the 12 points, honestly. I said Patriots win 24-12, and I was being very lenient for Jacksonville. They might still score 12 points, right? But right now, we're going with the Patriots to dominate on defense. They're at home, cold weather. Jacksonville, without their head coach, he's gone. Too much dancing, too much dancing with other women. And then we have the Patriots dominant defense, and they will turn the ball over, put Mac Jones in really good situations as well. And I do believe that it'll be an easy win for the Patriots because they need it in the worst way. I have the Patriots winning this game 24-12. And now we go to our next game, and it's gonna be one of those marquee games. Both teams are in the playoff hunt, especially Los Angeles Rams. The Rams will win this game 23-22. It will be close because one, I have the Rams winning just because the overall talent is better, and the Ravens are so banged up in their secondary, and they're banged up pretty much all across the board, not just COVID, but injuries as well, right? And the Rams will take advantage of that. Although the Rams don't play relatively well outdoors, I would love to see the forecast of this game. I'm worried for Los Angeles. I am worried. So this is a great test. They're in Baltimore. It's going to be up north weather. It's going to be cold and frigid. Can the Rams take advantage of that? We'll find out. But right now, the Rams will win this one 23-22 because they just have better talent. So our next game on the docket is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who have already clinched their division, the NFC South, taking on the New York Football Jets, y'all. As a score of 30-13, I think the Buccaneers will dominate this game, but they will dominate late. I do think it will be kind of close early on because the Jets offense, I believe, is getting somewhat better as the year goes by. But the Buccaneers have a stout defense, and don't be surprised if Zach Wilson gets sacked a lot if he has to hurry up a little bit. But the Jets do come in here relatively healthy, right? The Jets have a nice, decent O-line. Michael Carter has been playing very well at the running back position. And now, with Zach Wilson getting his guys involved, I think they'll be in it for at least a quarter and a half against the Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers will go ahead and dominate. The Buccaneers will win this game 30-13 because of their defense, putting Brady in good situations, and they'll take care of the football. And the Buccaneers still have bigger goals in mind, and they want to win that number one seed. All right, so our next game of the docket is going to be a really good game, in my opinion. The Atlanta Falcons at the Buffalo Bills. I have the Bills winning this one 24-20. Should be a good one. Both teams, even the Falcons, are still fighting. The Falcons are still fighting for a playoff spot. I do think that their hopes and dreams will get crushed in this game. Buffalo's coming in very confident. A big win over New England. Mind you, the Falcons don't have the same defense as New England does. Uh, but it's all about the Bills. Will the Bills play down to the Falcons? I do think for a strange reason they will kind of play down to the Falcons level, but still will squeak out a victory at home. Josh Allen should not have a hard time dominating this game, but I still have a feeling that he will find ways to keep the Falcons in this game. Falcons, top to bottom, they're just an average team, pretty much, with just average wide receivers, average play. Kyle Pitts, it was nice to see him get over 100 yards, their number 3 overall pick from this draft. It was good to see him. Can he be that dominant guy against Buffalo? Buffalo is very turnover prone on defense. They will turn you over. I think the Falcons at the end will turn the ball over a lot in this game. So, but Bills will win this game, but it'll be very, very close in my opinion because they'll come down to the Falcons level. 24-20, the Bills will win this game. Our next game on the docket might be the game of the week, you guys. Might be the game of the week. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, first place in the AFC West, taking on the AFC North, first place Cincinnati Bengals. You heard that right, you guys. Kansas City looking to go ahead and clinch the number one seat for the AFC. And I'm going 25-21 Chiefs. I had a hard time. This is a 50-50 matchup because the Bengals are playing at home, which gives me some sort of hope that the Bengals can play the Chiefs tough. And I think that Bengals front four will give Pat Mahomes trouble. I think the Bengals defense keeps them in this game though for sure. But their offense only scoring 21 points, mind you. Kansas City's defense over the last 7 weeks now has been amazing to watch. And I do think they will find ways to shut down the Bengals offense. So we have Chiefs winning this one 25-21. Our next game on the docket, y'all, it should be a good one. This is a playoff game, another playoff game in the regular season. The Miami Dolphins winner now of 7 games in a row against the first place AFC South Tennessee Titans. See that score? I think the Titans will go ahead and derail Miami's 7-game win streak, but it should be a fun defensive battle. This has got defense written all over it, in my opinion. I don't think these two teams combined for more than 33 points. As you can see it, I had to score Titans 17, Dolphins 16. Both teams playing great defense. I cannot wait to see how this game unfolds. A big game. Right now, Dolphins are in the 7th seed. The Titans are trying to clinch a playoff spot, right? And right now, if they can win and maybe Kansas City loses against Cincinnati, the Titans will be the number 1 overall seed in the AFC. Titans win this one 17-16. Next game on the docket, we have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. See that score right there? The Colts keep their winning ways because they're trying to be the AFC South champions as well. So they're rooting for a Titans loss and a win from them as well to get them that much closer. And this Colts team, they're scary. They can go on the road or at home and play physical brand because they bring a nice running attack and a nice defensive mindset as well. So I like that from this Colts squad. Colts winners won 27-20, you guys. I do think it'll be a nice game, but the Colts defense will force a bunch of turnovers. I think Derek Carr may have an interception or two, maybe a fumble or something like that. But the Colts at home, they are another turnover defensive-minded team, right? They will turn you over just like the Buffalo Bills. They punch the football. They make you work if you're a receiver, if you're a running back. Every time you touch that football, you have got to be careful. You got to be. So Colts win 27-20 in my opinion, with or without Carson Wentz, you guys. With or without Carson Wentz. I'm still sticking with my pick. But yeah, he does have COVID though. All right, now we go to our NFC East matchup as the Philadelphia Eagles, the hot Philadelphia Eagles. This team is on fire. They're on fuego right now. And they might as well be facing their 180 partners in the Washington football team. They just gave up 56 points to the Dallas Cowboys last time we saw Washington. They're going down, 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 down. Eagles will beat Washington, but I do think it'll be a closer game than we think. I do think that it will be a chippy game, and I think Washington kind of gets their hatred for each other out the way, and they will play at home a very tough game against the Eagles. They'll go ahead and make them work. Mind you guys, Miles Sanders is out, so can you still have a great running game? Because if the Eagles go one dimensional, that's when they go and have problems. I think Washington will settle down this game and they will keep it close. But at the end, just the talent of Philadelphia and they're a more desperate team. Washington's out the playoffs. They're like, you know what? Our playoff is done. 21-14 is the score that we have for this game. I think Jalen Hurts, the defense of the Eagles, put it on Taylor Heineke, and they will find ways to lose this game. The Washington will. We have the AFC West matchup, and this is another playoff game within the regular season. We have the 7-8 Broncos taking on the 8-7 Chargers. The Chargers just came off a horrendous loss to Houston. I'm still baffled about that loss, right? Still baffled. But once again, any given Sunday, I do think the Chargers bounce back. I think the Chargers will do just enough to win this game. Um, 24-13. Hopefully the Chargers don't play down to the Broncos level. Because we saw that Drew Lock struggled last game and the Broncos lost. The Broncos missing Teddy Bridgewater. We know that's tough for them. And they're just out of sync on offense. If you stop the run, which the Chargers are viable to give up runs. So you got Williams and you got Gordon in the backfield. Those two guys, if they can get going, the Broncos should win this game if they get going. But if you put 8 in the box like the Chargers will do in this game and force Drew Lock to try and find his defenders very quickly, I think the Chargers will win this game 24-13. We have the San Francisco 49ers hosting the Houston Texans. In this game, that Texans squad, their run defense is bad. I think the 49ers will eat in this game. I think they will eat and have ball control, and they better do that because right now, with a loss by San Francisco, and let's just say the Vikings do get a win, whatever, the 49ers can drop into that tie area, and they can see their playoff hopes crumbling before their eyes. But with a win, they should be safe and secure in the playoffs. They win this one 21-17. We know that Jimmy Garoppolo, also Jimmy G, may or may not play in this game. He has that thumb injury, but I do think the 49ers at home should win this game. Be very close though, but I think the running game, they'll go over 150 yards rushing in my opinion. 49ers should win this game. They'll win 21-17. Texas will play tough though. We have a semi boo-boo matchup of the week, just a small one. The Detroit Lions versus the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle, they are officially out of the playoffs with that loss to the Chicago Bears. I know they are kicking themselves in the dirt. I think the Lions go out on top pretty much, right? And that might hurt them because of their draft spots. But right now, I said that the Lions are a decent team. And they're in so many games this year. I think they'll be in this game as well. Seattle's offense has just been weird, man. Like, Seattle's offense is just, I can't call it. They haven't played a complete game of offense at all this season. Not a complete game at all. That the Detroit Lions are going to beat the Seattle Seahawks in this game. And feeling really, really good about the offseason for Detroit. I did call it. I said Detroit will be your 2027 Super Bowl champions. You heard it here, but I'm going my gut feeling. I think the Lions find a way to sneak this game in. And I'm going with the Detroit Lions, your 2027 Super Bowl champions. One of our matchup of the week, you guys, is going to be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Another great playoff game in the regular season. Both these teams won it. The Cowboys are trying to find a way to dethrone the Packers to become the number 1 overall seed. They need a Packers loss. They face a tough Arizona Cardinals team who's lost 3 games in a row now. And I'm going with them losing a 4th game in a row. I think the Cowboys, albeit they played nothing but suspect offensive teams for like the last 6 or 7 weeks, right? Their defenses look good, but they played just some ugly offenses. They played the Giants twice. They played Washington twice. They played the New Orleans Saints. My Saints have a bad offense all year. So in the last 6 or 7 weeks, they played very, very horrible offenses. Now they finally get a decent offensive squad in Arizona. I think the Cowboys will find a way to win this game. I'm going to say a game-winning field goal by Greg Zuerlein wins this game. Dallas wins on 31-28, but it will be a somewhat of a shootout. All right, our next game on the docket we have The Carolina Panthers NFC South matchup between my New Orleans Saints. As you can see the score here, I'm going with the Panthers to win. It's going to be an ugly game, in my opinion. I think Sam Darnold will get the start over Cam Newton in this game. Cam Newton will play as the backup, and this might be Matt Rule's last few games as a head coach. This, for sure, in my opinion, be Cam Newton's last season as a starting quarterback. He might still come back for a backup role, but I think this is his last season in the NFL, honestly. And we have Sam Darnold will be the starter. Will he make things right? It's gonna be an ugly game because both offenses are just complete trash right now. Saints are still in playoff contention, but I mean barely. They need a lot of help, and I think they will not get that help. But the Carolina Panthers will squeak out an ugly win. They'll beat the Saints by a score of 19-17. But Sunday Night Football is going to have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. This is going to be a good game, and this is a big game because I can definitely see the Packers losing this game. I can see them losing this game. The Vikings have had the weirdest season ever. The Vikings may be the best ever 7-8 team I've ever seen. This Vikings squad is good. They might have Dalvin Cook back too, because he'll be done with the COVID stuff. I'm assuming. But right now we're going with Green Bay. They're at home, and it's going to be cold AF. And I do think the Packers will take advantage of just I really think that Aaron Rodgers will have a big game in here, and he will dominate that Vikings defense. They will win this game one by the run. I do think that the Packers realize they have a great running back tandem in Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. Packers will win this game 31-23. Monday Night Football, the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers, you guys. I'm going with the Steelers to beat the Browns by a score of 16-10. It's going to be in Pittsburgh. A lot of hard-nosed defense being played. I mean, this will be Big Ben's last hurrah. He could really be done after this game or maybe next game because any loss the Steelers take, they are done. The Steelers are they lose and they are out the playoffs. So they don't want to be that squad right now. The Browns, same thing with them, although they're looking just as bad. Same thing with Cleveland, though. They've got to win and just pray for a lot of help to the football gods as well. The Steelers win this one 16-10. It will be defense, 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 defense on both squads, mainly because the offenses suck on both squads, right? I think both offenses are just horrendous. We're going with Steelers to win this one 16-10. God, dog. Read them and weep them. This is our week 17 picks with our predictions as well, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. What are your picks as well, man? Let me know. Hit that like button, man, and subscribe to Uneducated Sports Talk. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit that all button. You'll be notified every single time me and PJ go live, man. For the homegirl, PJ, it's your boy, Carlos Clayton, and this has been another episode of Uneducated Sports Talk. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart and stay uneducated. Peace. Love you, mama.